Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Joshua Casper. I'm here with Ask Audio, and today I'm going to go through a few of the Air Expansion Complete Pack VSTs and effects. I say a few because it comes with so many that we just don't have time to go through everything. And not only that, but the few that I am going to go through, it's just going to be a short demo of some of the presets and some of the cool parameters that I've found along the way. Just because it's such a big pack, we don't have time. I don't want to take too much of your time. We could be here all day with just one of these, never mind the whole package. So the first one I want to show you is the Riser, which is a riser downshifter swell plugin that comes with a boatload of presets. I mean, if we look inside of here, I mean, it's just so many. It also comes with an expansion pack, Flux Translations, which is a whole bunch more different risers and downshifters. But the really cool thing about this plug is how versatile each one of the presets can be very quickly at a click of a button. So here I have this regular dense sweep preset here. That sounds really great. But what if I wanted to, instead of a riser, have it to be a downshifter? I could hit the invert button. And boom, there it is. I also have the swap button, which is going to swap all of the curves. If you look, this curve starts here and goes down, and now it starts here and goes up. So it's going to give a whole nother effect. And here we just have some randomization, create a random patch. So it's going to take these parameters here and just create something new out of them if I just hit that button one time. So, I mean, you can just imagine how easy it is to get a unique sounding riser or downshifter with this plugin. I mean, it's just too easy almost. Let's just check out one more before we continue on to the next plug. And that just sounds so good. I didn't even pre-pick this preset, but it just sounds so good. We can invert it. Too good. So let's move on. The next thing I want to show you is the mini grand piano. Again, part of the complete package. If we open that up, here it is. Not a ton of parameters, but you don't really need a ton of parameters if the sound is good. And this is a really good sound. Let me just go ahead and play. I've got some piano style MIDI there, and just listen to how beautiful the sound is coming out of this instrument. I mean, is that not just beautiful? I mean, it's a great set of MIDI, but that great set of MIDI wouldn't do anything if the VSTi itself didn't sound perfect. And this mini grand piano VSTi from Air is incredible. It's actually going to overtake my usual Ableton Live Suite piano pack as my default go-to piano because it's just so good. It sounds so full and so lush. You've got a few different model types. You've got some dynamic response control. You've got a stretched versus equal tuning scale. And then you have a reverb built in with some very typical piano reverb styles right on it. But there's also 30 different presets. Highly recommended. Let's keep moving. Next, we got the DB33, which is an organ emulator, and it sounds like you think it would. It sounds just like an organ. If you're into funk, if you're into gospel, if you're into anything like that that generally has an organ inside of it, this sounds just like the organ hardware that you might run into. Sounds perfect to me. You've got a decent amount of parameters, definitely the type of controls that you'll run into on an actual organ. There isn't a lot, again, because you don't really need a lot. And then when you run into a piece of hardware that is an organ, you don't get a ton of options, just like the piano. It's really simplified, and the sound coming out of it, even though it is simplified, sounds amazing. And the next thing I want to touch on is the hybrid, which is probably the most extensive VST that they have in the pack. The presets are in the thousands. I mean, just look at how many presets there are here. And also, if you get the complete package, you get the expansions, which include some trap presets from Prime Loops and also from a few tool room artists like Mark Knight himself, D. Ramirez, and such. So, I mean, you really get some great sounding patches to jumpstart your inspiration. I played around with this for a bit today and actually started going off on a track because the sounds were just so good that it really got me energized to making some stuff. So let's just go ahead and listen to this patch right here. This is just one note MIDI, and it's on a sequence, I believe, or an arpeggio, and it just sounds great. Let's just go ahead and listen. It's just a beautiful sound. I would stick with that patch for an hour just to get something cranking out with it. But let's check out some other things. And I haven't pre-selected any of the presets we're about to listen to. I'm just going to cycle through a few of them so you can get some ideas about what this bad boy cranks out, the Hybrid 3. So that was some of the sequence bass. Let's check out some wobbles. I haven't even checked these out yet. Oh my goodness. I mean, these are rivaling massive. These are just incredible. Let's check out some sequences. And maybe some trance chords. And you'll notice that on the Hybrid, there's a lot of sequenced, arpeggiated stuff, and that's because each one of the A and B setups here, which are played together, these are two separate patches being played together, and each one of them has its own sequencer built into it. So it's just kind of logical that you would go in and make some really complex sequences and arpeggios. And another cool thing too is that you can go in and choose one preset for the A deck and one preset for the B deck and kind of mix and match things right through there. And then you've got your regular macro controls over here, and then some morph controls at the bottom. Really nice plugin. I mean, I'm looking forward to going through these presets a bit more just to see what's really happening. See, I think the sequences had a bunch of nice ones from Prime Loops. I mean, that sounds so good. I mean, that sounds super dope, and that's made by Mark Knight, so, I mean, we're good to go. Good stuff. The last thing that I want to cover in this, what I hope to be a short walkthrough, is the effects pack that you get. You get a chorus, compressor, diffuser delay, distortion, dynamic delay, enhancer, ensemble, filter gate, flanger, frequency shifter, fuzz wah, EQ, lo-fi, maximizer, multi-chorus, multi-delay, linear reverb, non-linear reverb, which is something I want to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this on an audio track. This is really cool. I do a lot of SFX work for films, short films and stuff like that. And I came across this non-linear reverb right here and I was blown away. It instantly reminded me of like a horror poltergeist type thing when the kid's talking through the television and there's sort of like a pre-delay going on. It's super easy to do with this plug. Let me just go ahead and show you real quickly what I'm talking about. I'm going to use it on a vocal, not some dialogue, which would be more suitable for a film, just to show you what's happening here. Let's see.
Yeah, you and me fight like animals.
Okay, so I just got this vocal right here, and if I put it on the track and turn off warping, and then run it through this nonlinear delay, listen to what happens.
Yeah, you and me fight like.
I'm going to turn it on, this second preset here, long reverb pre-delay. Listen to this.
Yeah, you and me fight like animals.
It's got that crazy kind of, I'm talking to you through the netherworld, through your television set.
Yeah, you and me fight like animals.
But let's continue on the list of effects that you get because we're only halfway down. You get a parametric EQ, a phaser, a pumper, which is another really popular effects choice, which just gives you that kind of sidechain effect. You can use it to sidechain and stuff like that. Very, very common in the future genres of today. You got regular reverb, saturation filter, spectral, spring reverb, stereo with a talk box, a tube drive, and a vintage filter. I mean, that is just an enormous amount of effects. And it all comes in that one complete package. And that's not even it. I mean, I'm gonna stop the video there because I've already taken up too much time. There's still, I think, 10 more VSTs that I haven't even talked about that come in the complete package. If you like it, go grab it. The deal goes until the end of this week, I believe. If you're watching this video beyond that point, I still highly recommend considering getting the complete package because you get too much. Seriously, you could be here for days. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Peace.